Hello, welcome in. Get out the cold. Remember, shoes off at the front door. Get some snacks and come take a seat. And join us here in the Music Shack with both
Ray.
and Jack. And today we're doing it on a Friday. We're literally, the last episode came out yesterday, and we are doing it today. And honestly, we're here to cause a earthquake with this news, just like Taylor Swift did in Seattle. If a 2.3 magnitude earthquake, that is crazy. And that's what the episode's gonna do.
Yeah, totally. No, in all reality, we are just busy people and we didn't have time to record next week. So we thought instead of skipping the episode, we would just record early because there's some stuff we wanted to talk about this week. And we don't want to leave you guys hanging.
Yeah, true.
Yeah.
And then to put that into like clickbait terms, there is so much important news that you cannot miss it, even though we're still releasing it on the same day, and it's not going to be pushed out any sooner.
And like I'm sure in the next 6 days there's going to be like 700 announcements, whatever, and we're going to be like, oh shoot.
If it's really
But
important,
anyway.
check our socials and you'll find out what our opinions are on it.
Yes, I have been really getting better at tweeting.
We love that.
And
I did see your tweets yesterday.
I literally just try to make jokes. So if you want to like listen to my funny jokes, follow the Music Shack Twitter at Music Shack. But yeah, speaking of things that may happen in the next week or the week after, there's some fun things happening in the next few weeks with Taylor, and there's some things that have been hinted. So to start off with, Taylor posted the reel. We didn't talk about this last week, and this was a little bit ago, but she posted the reel and the TikTok with Cruel Summer, which was a bunch of videos of the tour, and it had Cruel Summer in the background, and then in the caption it said Summer Forecast Cruel.
Yeah.
And then, so a bunch of people thought that was like, oh, like a hint of like Eras Tour movie. And then some people were like, oh, we're getting the Cruel Summer music video and it's going to be like a compilation of Eras Tour clips. And I'm like, I'll literally cry if that's the case, because like it deserves a proper music video.
Yeah.
And then some people are just like, oh, it's an Eras Tour video, which is like the best case scenario. We kind of all forgot about that when nothing happened in Seattle, because sometimes Taylor will like to like post things like a few days before she's going to do something. So that was like a Seattle theory, and then nothing happened. So it was like, okay, that was just like a TikTok she posted to post.
She's a TikTok girly.
And then she changed her layout back from Speak Now to Midnights, which is weird because we thought the Midnights era was like over or something, but I guess not. Jack, I know you have opinions about this, so I'll let you talk.
I'm grieving. How does we spoke last week about Evermore being Taylor's least favourite album, but the disrespect that Speak Now has been shown, it's weird though, but why do we keep going back to Midnights? It's really interesting. Like,
I mean, I just think about what like Red TV got, and then like what Fearless and Speak Now got is like crazy, and then like Debu's not even on the set list. So when she does debut Taylor's version, we're gonna get nothing. She's not even gonna change her layout. She's not even gonna tell us. She's just gonna put it in the record stores on Spotify, and she's not gonna say a word because she hates it.
She's gonna like, oh yeah, this thing happened over the weekend. You can go listen if you want to do it. It's a shame though, but there is something weird about it, because it's like you would think that like the layout would just stay as Speak Now until something else is coming, like. Cause
it's kind of weird.
There was that theory. So right now, Taylor's got a Instagram post locked away, and she's changed her layout back. And I did see a couple of theories, and it was like, oh, are we finally getting You're Losing Me to like streaming services? But I was saying this to Ray, like You're Losing Me, as much as it is a beautiful, I love the song, don't get me wrong. Like no other song I don't think has had like something, like an Instagram post is a lot. Like a tweet something, but like a full Instagram post is like a lot for one song.
I can't recall if like The Lakes or like It's Time to Go and Right Where You Left Me, like all those songs never got Instagram posts. They were just put on Spotify when their contract with Target was ended.
Yeah.
But this wasn't a contract with Target or like another platform. It was just like she just didn't put it on streaming, which was some reason.
Maybe she thought Joe wouldn't hear it this way if she just put it on CDs.
Yeah. That's so funny. Who knows?
I don't know.
No, but in all seriousness, I don't know what that Instagram post is. And usually when she schedules an Instagram post, it's like posted in the same day. So I was like holding my breath that like something was going to happen yesterday or today, and like nothing happened. So I'm like, is it going to be this weekend? Like, is something going to happen at the Santa Clara shows this weekend, which is tonight and tomorrow night? So you guys will know when you're listening to us talk about this. So that's fun.
Yeah, I don't know. That'll be something. There'll be something huge happens this weekend, and we obviously will be late and won't have anything to say about it until next week.
Yeah.
But like it surely is. If she's not posted it yet, then there's surely something.
It's something.
But why midnight?
And okay, the big thing is that she unpinned the Speak Now Taylor's version announcement from her Instagram. I don't think changing a layout really means anything, but unpinning the announcement is like, oh, okay, we're going into something new. It's kind of weird though, because a lot of you are saying, oh, like she's going to announce 1989 TV in LA, which I fully believe. Like, yeah. I think Taylor is like crazy enough to announce 1989 on August 9th and 8/9. And then release it in October, which we'll get to, October release, because 1989 originally came out in October. So it would make sense for her to announce it, but why would she, if she was going to announce 1989, why would she switch back to midnight when she could just keep Speak Now and then switch to 1989 when she announces 1989, which nobody would have cared about?
Yeah, like, that's what is the most confusing thing. And it's not even just like, obviously we're joking about, like, when she changed her layout, oh my god, she hates the album. We're just kidding, but it is very strange to like go from that to then back to Midnights to then announce something else, when you could just go from Speak Now, keep that as your pinned tweet until something does actually happen, then change it.
I'd like to be like really clear, by the way, for all of the like haters. We know that like none of this is Taylor's doing. It's her social media's team doing. Obviously she has to approve everything that's done on her account, but like, you know, like these layouts and stuff have to be consistent across Spotify and Facebook and Twitter and Instagram, and maybe she's using one of those platforms, so she's not the one doing any of this.
Wait, do you mean to tell me that she's not going in after every show and changing everything herself?
Yeah, I know.
Oh
I'm just saying that, like, if there, you know that there's like there's gonna be one guy who's like, why are they saying Taylor hates Speak Now when she never changed the layout? It was her team, and it was like, yeah, that's like not the point of this discussion. But okay.
I don't know about you, but we're coming into 1989, and I'm ready to shake it off. Shake all the
honestly, I am fully convinced. Okay, like let's get into even more of this theory, because. Okay. Today, Taylor Nation tweeted, let me quote it word for word, and Jack will put it on the screen. The air is getting pretty salty, ... with a little wave emoji. And it's like, it's not August yet. It's July 28th today, okay? Like, that's something you would tweet on August 1st, like, just as a reference, as Taylor Nation. So to tweet it today is kind of weird. And then the picture in that is that picture she posted on July 4th, of her, like, sitting on the ledge with looking over the lake, in the blue dress. And I don't know if you know what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
But Jack will put it on the screen. But audio listeners, you guys know what I'm talking about. You're smart. Audio listeners are smart.
It's just imagine Taylor on a wall in a dress and with the ocean behind her, and there's a bunch of seagulls, and there's a big 1989 in the sky. No, I'm just kidding. Sorry.
No, but for real, that's what it is, and like it's really confusing because the caption, Taylor Nation tweets. Everything they tweet, they put a hashtag on it because they're Taylor Nation, right? They're trying to build buzz. They're not like normal people who are like, ew, hashtags are cringe.
Yeah. We all know by now Taylor Nation does not care about being cringe. But in a good way, it's okay.
True. But they didn't put any hashtags on it, which is really weird. So they're obviously trying to hint at something. But then the lyric is August, which is folklore. The picture is giving 1989. So it's like all of their profile pictures are midnights. Like, what is happening?
It's so strange.
This is so confusing. I think that LA Eras Tour weekend is going to be really chaotic. There's going to be so many celebrities there because it's LA. All the celebrities live in LA. And so the VIP tent is going to be crazy.
So they're going to have security like everywhere.
Oh, yeah. It'll be crazy. And then Selena Gomez has been giving out, not Selena Gomez, Rare Beauty, but yeah. Same thing. Has been giving out tickets to the Eras Tour, which I don't know if it's related to like Selena's fans, I guess, which is like interesting. If you're a Selena fan, I mean, you're probably a Taylor fan and really excited to get Eras Tour tickets too.
Yeah.
But people are saying it means that like maybe she'll have a guest appearance. They're specifically giving them out for August 3rd, which is the first LA show, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, they're going to influencers.
Oh, not Selena fans.
No,
I was wrong.
Because influencers need more free stuff, right?
Ugh,
when
influencers.
Fans need tickets to go see the show, but never mind.
This is why you guys should like listen to our podcast more, so we can be influencers, and then
so they'll give us
they'll give us the free tickets, and then you don't have to be like, oh my god, fans aren't getting the tickets because we're fans.
that needs to happen now. There you go.
And maybe we can influence enough that we can get tickets and do a giveaway. We can't. We're not doing a giveaway. This is fake news.
They don't know that. Next week, they've got just kidding. We get this in hot water. Twitter thread created about us. We're not promising fake tickets, I promise.
No.
But they are for August 3rd. I don't know.
Yeah, so they're for August 3rd. It could just be like a complete marketing scheme from Rare Beauty and have nothing to do with it. I think people are making stuff up for no reason. I don't see why Selena would go on.
Taylena?
I mean, I will believe it when I see it. And I think that Selena could feature on a 1989 vault track, to be honest.
That's what the theories are. And I'd love it. But the thing is, we've not heard them on a song for so long, and there was like constant throughout the years about how they didn't want to mix like their friendship with the business. But
yeah, so why would they have made a song together if that was how they were feeling forever?
I don't know. It's 1989. It's like a big thing. Everybody wants it, and it's like, I don't know. We go back to the midnight stuff for this whole thing, and when Taylor was doing the announcements on TikTok for each of the songs for Midnights, the songs that she held the phone upside down for were track 3 and track 8, which is...
so that's 8-3.
Yeah, which is the 3rd of August show.
That's also a Karlie Kloss's birthday.
Oh my god. Oh no.
I should have said that, but
Karlie Kloss fault track song?
Don't start on that. Yeah, so could mean anything, and I feel like, I mean, Taylor did the double dates thing for Speak Now. I don't think she's going to do it again and announce anything on 8/8. Like, I know people are saying, 8/8 because of the double dates thing, but I think that was a Speak Now thing and not going to be taken into future eras. Yeah. I think 8/3 is a good guess of something being announced, and then 8/9 is a good guess because it's obvious. It's 1989, and then it's also the last U.S. era show, so she's gonna do something special for the last U.S. era show, and yeah.
People are having, so the theory is broken down by, there is someone that tweeted it called at those 8 to 9 curls, but they said, wait a second, what if Taylor announces 1989 TV August 3rd, invites Selena to premiere a music video? That's insane. 1989 Vault collab, and that's why Rare Beauty is sending people to the 8 free show, and then someone quote tweeted it with When Emma Falls in Love lyrics, which is she's New York, she's so New York when she's in LA. So that's what they've kind of quote tweeted it with. I don't know, I feel like
people read too much into it. I think that Taylor does a lot of subtle Easter eggs, but when she does do subtle Easter eggs, they're usually for like things that are like references to the past. But when she's like giving us things for the future, she does them very obviously. I think people love to read into things. I think I'll believe it if it happens.
Fair. I do hope that we do get a taylena, because I think it's always been something that because I'm a big fan of Selena and Taylor, and I've always wanted that, but at the same time I just don't know how it would sound, and I think that's more why I want it than I don't, and just because their friendship's so like fun. So
I think it'll be different. But it'll be exciting. But I was just pulling up a concert leaks tweet that said Rare Beauty likely purchased a suite, which are still available to purchase. For reference, there, depending on the size of the suite, it's $50,000 to $100,000 per suite. But you get food and everything included, and I think you can invite like 20 people or something crazy.
Oh my gosh.
Which is like not a lot for the amount of money it is.
Yeah, no, it's not.
That's SoFi Stadium prices. I remember people paying that much. This is like totally a weird reference, but people paying that much when the League of Legends finals were at SoFi Stadium. So that's funny.
Taylor's a big League of Legends fan. To sum this theory up, there was also a tweet that was made by Holy Ground Sound. Did we all see the TikTok alleging that record stores are currently pre-ordering a Taylor release for October, which would link in to the 1989 stuff?
Yeah, so 1989, not Taylor's version. The original 1989 was released on October 27th.
Yeah.
October 27th happens to be a Friday in 2023. So I could see Taylor releasing it on the exact same day she originally released it on. People are saying 8/13 because of 13, but I'm like, no. Like, I feel like the 27 theory makes more sense.
Yeah, she usually would go for 13, but I feel like it's literally sitting right there. Like, it's literally there.
And I believe that TikTok, like, the TikTok was essentially saying, let me find the creator of the TikTok so we can shout them out for this. It's 13 Ty Wilson on TikTok. He had a TikTok essentially explaining all of this, and so you guys can find it if you want. But there was a record shop in the UK that was saying that they're receiving shipments for a Taylor Swift album to be released in October. You know, when there's when record shops receive shipment information for big releases that are like worldwide like that through like the UMG distributor well in advance, sometimes before the public even know about the album. So I don't know why they would just say this to somebody when clearly they're not supposed to do that.
That can get their license revoked.
Yeah,
That's dangerous.
I don't know. I didn't like fully pay attention to all the details and how they got this information, but the fact that someone's posting it online is like says enough for it to be like, why are they saying this? But like honestly, like the screenshots that they showed in the TikTok made me essentially believe that it was real. But I don't see Taylor releasing. There's two theories that I've seen that I believe, and the third one is that it's a new album, which I don't believe. Okay. I don't believe that Taylor's going to release a new album.
Karma's coming.
I think that Karma will come. I think that she'll announce Karma on the closing night of the Eras tour, like next.
You think
August.
so? That would be a big kick in the face.
What? Would be funny.
Just because like it'd be like, oh yeah, it's fucking that person I will not name. Like, it's so like against me, and I've literally just fucking got my albums back. Fuck him. I'm gonna show him the Karma, and that'd be sick. I'm here for it.
It would be fun. It would be exciting, and it would be like my lost era or something like that.
Oh my gosh! Oh my god!
Close the Eras tour.
The stage goes to dark. The orange door comes back on stage. Lights shine, and she just stop. That wouldn't happen, but
I believe it, Jack. I am a truther.
Oh my God,
and
I'll
you
be
know what?
there.
Can I tell this funny story? Okay.
Yeah.
You'll be there. Oh, I'm so jealous.
Unless she does a second leg in the US.
She won't.
Angry.
I really hope she won't. I mean, the thing is like, it's not confirmed that that's going to be the last day, obviously, because she hasn't said it's going to be the last day. People are just making assumptions. But
hopefully
it'll be the last day of Air's tour of Europe, so it'll still be, like, she'll still do something special for it, regardless of anything. The first bracelet I got in Detroit was an Orange Karma bracelet, and I was like, oh my God, Orange Karma. And the girl, like, totally understood what I was talking about. And she was like, she was like, she had a bunch of bracelets. We were on the train, and I was like, and she had bracelets and I had bracelets, and we were like talking, and then she was like, oh, do you want to trade? And I was like, oh yeah, I don't know how to ask people how to trade bracelets, and I was just talking to you generally. And then she like showed me all the ones she had, and I picked the Orange Karma one on purpose because I'm a karma truther. And then we had like a little conversation about karma, and that was the first bracelet I traded. And I gave her, what did I give her? I forget what I gave her. I don't remember what I gave her, but
that's so fun though. It was meant for you.
That is literally all I wanted to say, and that's why Karma will be announced at the Eras tour, because I had that experience.
That is enough proof. That's more proof than we ever needed.
But I don't think Taylor's releasing a new album until the Eras tour is over. I think that's stupid, because then, like, she's already doing a 3.5-hour set. If she wanted, she'd probably then want to add those new songs as another section on the set list, and like, it just wouldn't be feasible for her. I just don't think that she's going to release a new album until she's done touring the Eras tour. And then she'll do a new tour for the new album.
It sounds so weird to say, because we're not even like halfway done the actual
I know, it's
tour.
crazy.
It's like already, she's just insane. Honestly, I don't know how she does it.
And then the other theory is that they're releasing Midnight's 3 a.m. edition on physicals, which would align with why Taylor put her layout back to Midnight's.
And an Instagram post would be enough for a vinyl.
Yeah. Like, if there was a Midnight's 3 a.m. edition, I could see with physical copy.
I actually can't afford it. Can they chill? Please. Taylor, we are not made of money. Please, we're suffering over here. We're still waiting for Speak Now signed CDs.
Yeah, those are not coming, Jack. I hate to write to you. They're
not.
They're
Why?
not coming.
It's so sad. Ugh.
And then I think it's just because of the black background. It just makes sense. And she's so busy with touring.
Gold,
she doesn't have time to sign
it
anything.
Would be so cool.
Yeah, but it fades so quickly.
Yeah, well. Anyways, I can dream. I'll continue to dream.
The last theory is obviously 1989 TV. So I could believe the Midnight 3 a.m. or the 1989 TV theories for the October release, but I'm sorry, guys. A new album is not happening, no matter what you like. Delude yourself into.
Watch her announce a new album this weekend. We're just sitting here.
Oh my God. And then we just like have this episode go out and everyone's like, oh, these two are really stupid.
Are these actually
oh my God,
Swifties?
sorry.
Just
you
trying
all
to,
here
like,
heard that.
Are they just trying to like capitalize on something here? That's what we get.
We suck. We do suck.
We're not true Taylor
anyway, that's kind of it for the Taylor update. In terms of like all of our theories and all the like little things that have happened in the last few days that we wanted to talk about. Yeah, we could do new music alert.
Add sound
so meow, 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 meow. Oh my God,
whenever we talk about new music, that is getting looped every single time.
Anyway, last night for me, on July 28th, Karlie Rae Jepsen released a new album called The Loneliest Time, which is a side B to her previous album that she happened to release on the exact same day as Taylor Swift's Midnights, which was a very Taylor's last two releases, other than Speak Now doesn't count.
Well, yeah, I don't know what the album is. Sorry.
So Red TV, Gracie released This Is What It Feels Like on the same day.
Mm-hmm.
Stressful for me.
Yeah, that is stressful.
That was the most stressful day of my life. Trying to listen to like the long ass Red TV, and then all of This Is What It Feels Like, and also I think I had an exam that day too, which was like too much in one day. Anyway, and then Midnight's release day, Karlie Rae Jepsen released The Loneliest Time on the same day. So I was like, so much stuff. Oh my god.
It's just not lining up for you, is it?
No, this time Karlie Rae Jepsen Taylor did not release on the same day.
She won.
So the album's called The Loneliest Time, and for those of you who aren't familiar with Karlie Rae Jepsen's music, you probably have listened to Call Me Maybe. But so she always does side A and side B's of her album. So this one was The Loneliest Time was the first, and then The Loveliest Time was the second. So The Loneliest Time is kind of full of like sadder songs, and then The Loveliest Time is like more happier songs, as it like kind of implies. And then she's also done in the past like Emotion, and then Emotion side B, and then Dedicated and Dedicated side B. So The Loneliest Time was like more funk disco kind of vibe, and I feel like this album maintains that disco vibe, less sort of the funk, but it's much more experimental from a overall place from my perspective. I absolutely love what she's done, and I think like I think about artists like Maisie who have said that Karlie Rae is a really big influence for her. And like when I listen to Maisie's music, I think of old Karlie Rae. Like I think of Emotion Karlie Rae, and I think, oh my god, this is so similar, and I can totally see why Maisie's been inspired by it. And same with like her being inspired by Lorde, which is crazy. Why is she inspired by all my favorite artists? No wonder I'm obsessed with her. The Loneliest Time and The Loveliest Time for me are like Karlie growing out of those kind of themes and like going into like a more experimental production. The stuff that makes Karlie's music for me is the production. Like the production is like the best part. Like her music is so danceable. I absolutely love that. The reason she didn't name it The Loneliest Time and then The Loneliest Time side B like she did with Emotion Dedicated was, she said this in an article an interview she did for Variety, and I wanted to talk about on the podcast because she said a lot of interesting things in this article. So, but she said that when I made The Loneliest Time, I knew that The Loveliest Time was coming. It felt like more of a complete set of work versus just like B-sides, where it was like these cast-off ideas. Karlie Rae is kind of like Taylor in the way where she writes like so many songs for her album. So what she's done is she picks her songs for the album and then like picks like some vault tracks to share as well, which end up being the side B that she releases a few months later. But in this, she felt like they were two separate pieces of work because saying something was called The Loneliest Time, and then like she wanted to release some happier songs, and it just felt like it should be called something different, which I think is special. And she really captures the theme of the album with the name. I think when you listen to this album, it feels so much better than The Loneliest Time, in my opinion. I absolutely love it. The first half for me was kind of a slow. I was like, listen to the first song, Anything to Be With You, and I was like scared for where the album was going. Like, oh no, I'm not gonna like this. But once you get past the first track, it like goes up from there. And I think Collage is kind of where it shifts and where it's like, oh yeah, I really like all these songs a lot. Shadow is one of my favorites. The lyrics are beautiful. And fun tidbit, Danielle Haim plays the the drums on Shadow, which is fun. We love the Haim sisters. My favorite song on the album is probably So Right or Psychedelic Switch. So Right is really interesting. Psychedelic Switch I love because it's like totally danceable. And like I love a song I can shake my ass to. I've said that multiple times on this podcast, but like you have to know that over and over about me. And then I really like So Right. I think this is one of my... I didn't think like from old Karlie Rae, I was like, when I listened to The Loneliest Time, I was like, you know, I don't know if any of these songs top my favorites from her older music, but I think So Right is the song that like feels like, oh wow, I love this song. I absolutely love it. Right. And it's interesting because it's the first song she produced with her boyfriend. Her boyfriend is a music producer. His name is Cole MGN. And MGN. Cole MGN. And there's like a male voice at the start of the song, and that's his voice. And it's just like really, you can tell how well they like gel together because the way it's produced really complements her voice.
Right.
Okay. I feel like Karlie Rae has got a Ariana Grande syndrome, where she can't enunciate her words very well, or like she used to do it better than she does now, but like it doesn't matter because the music is good anyway. But like I often find myself when I listen to her music, I need to like read the lyrics, otherwise I don't know what the fuck she's saying.
Right.
Which is like, it's not a hate thing. Yeah. It's just like that's just how it is. I love Ariana's music too, by the way. And there's lots of drama with her, but we're not going to talk about that on the podcast, by the way.
No, we're staying clear from that and another piece of drama that we're not going to talk about.
No drama on this podcast, other than when we want to talk about drama. Anyway, but yeah, that's The Loneliest Time. If you guys don't listen to Karlie Rae and you only know Call Me Maybe, I said that's The Loneliest Time. No, that's The Loveliest Time. I would absolutely recommend this album. To me, it's better than The Loneliest Time. I absolutely love The Loveliest Time. So go ahead and listen to it.
Yeah, I've not had a chance to listen to it yet, so I'll be doing that for next week's. And I'm excited to hear it.
Yay! So exciting. I'm sorry, that was really a lot of me talking.
No, I was here for it.
Another new music this week, Grace Enger. She is a very new artist. She released her very first EP this week called Bad Guy, featuring 4 songs, a new song called Bad Guy, and then 3 of her other singles, When It Was Over, The Cut, and The Neighborhood. The Neighborhood was her first song that she ever released, and it was out in 2022, and it's her most popular song as well. Grace is going to be touring with Maisie Peters on her North America days, so if you guys are seeing her anywhere in North America in the next, between August and October when she's here, you should absolutely listen to Grace Enger before you go to your show, because she is incredible, and you will not regret it.
That's the race seal of approval.
And like we love openers. There's 4 songs, okay? There's literally 4 songs you need to listen to. And so if you're going to a Maisie show in North America and you're seeing Grace Enger open for her, all you need to know is 4 songs to sing with her and make her feel loved and special. Yeah. So I think you should do that.
It's literally 13 minutes long.
Yeah.
So
it's not like there's no excuses, guys. There's no excuses. But I think my favorite song of the 4 is When It Was Over. It just like, it has that like vibe that I absolutely love, like the pop kind of vibe. It's fun. It's fresh. I don't have like so much to say about it, just that I absolutely love it. And Bad Guy is good, which is the new track. I do like it. I think if I had to rank the 4 songs in the album, I'd probably put When It Was Over, The Cut, Bad Guy, and then The Neighborhood, which is like probably a hot take. Again, if you guys have artists that have new music coming out that you want us to listen to and talk about, let us know. We take suggestions.
Yeah, we done our deep dive on Chelsea and B last week.
Yes, and we had follow-ups on that, which we didn't do because both of us are busy people, but we will do for next time.
Yeah. We had to record this one so much earlier. We usually do it on like a Monday or a Tuesday. So Noah Kahan recently released dates for a UK and EU tour that sold out instantly and were like impossible to get tickets for because they were smaller venues. But obviously that's how it works, because obviously if you don't know your audience from over like to another place, then you have to kind of gauge it by going to a smaller venue first, and then you'll be able to see the demand and stuff. So he tweeted out today just saying, I was blown away by the response to the UK and EU tour. So we are coming back ASAP. They're playing some ridiculous effing rooms. Not very YouTube friendly, no I can. I mean Wembley, come on, I'll be rocking Chelsea Blue, fair warning. Pre-sale starts next Wednesday, August 2nd, so that'll be the day after this podcast comes out.
That's exciting. I'm seeing Noah Kahan on September 17th,
That's
so
gonna be so fun.
I'm excited for that too. I have tickets near the back because I'm poor, but it'll still be fun.
No, the vibes will be so incredible.
It'll be good vibes, and I'm so excited.
It's playing Wembley and stuff, that's sick. But Hydro,
same venue as Maisie, isn't that weird?
That is
you know,
weird.
Maisie and Noah like did a collab thing on TikTok, and then she played at one of his shows
Really?
in LA last year.
I never actually knew that.
Yeah.
Oh my god, that's sick. It's
They're
so weird how
good
everybody's like
friends.
connected.
Yeah, like Maisie and Noah are good friends, which is
That's so fun.
exciting, which is crazy.
That's so
I'm
exciting.
surprised they didn't just upgrade the venues of the
Yeah,
initial
it's like
shows,
a
but
complete
maybe
new
it was
date. That's so strange.
maybe it was like availability, and then he was already like everything was already scheduled and like planned for those days, so it's just tough to change everything. That's a shitty thing with like tour promoters. I get why they do what they do, like what Jack was talking about with the thing about like playing smaller venues first.
Yeah.
I'm scared that Maisie's going to come back to Toronto because she keeps selling out these venues, and next she's going to play Bud Stage, and like she's not going to sell Bud Stage.
I feel like Macy's is so hard because Wembley is like a good one,
but
because that's where like Macy's got primarily like a UK based audience, and like an
it's
American one.
16,000. Like we don't have a lot of in between venues in Toronto, so it makes sense. Bud Stage is 16,000, whereas like History, which she's playing, is 2,500. So it's like it's quite different.
The last topic is a sad, not a sad. I don't know. It's stressful. It's kind of went full circle. Over yesterday, people that were buying tickets through AXS for the Eras tour, at least in the UK, had randomly been getting cancelled. Like tickets had been randomly getting cancelled without really any information on why. People were wondering if it was because of like the 4 per code thing or per billing or whatever like that, but it was people that hadn't broken any rules as well that were getting cancelled. And it's really like kind of wide to say breaking any rules, because again we spoke about this beforehand, before we launched, like before we started recording. But they've kind of set policies in place that kind of are so vague, but then they're changing. So I got an email 2 days ago saying they were going to be updating their policy. So it depends what they change it to when they update it. But it's I hate how they can just change it and get away with it. But
it's stupid.
And then because then even if you go to them after and be like, oh yeah, well this didn't say this before, they'll be like, oh well, that's their policy now.
I think like for anyone, I think the rule is, and the thing that Ticketmaster has been doing is 4 tickets per account or something, and it doesn't matter anything else. So like if you have like 2 tickets on your account and like your partner has 3 tickets on their account, you have the same billing address, and one of your tickets got canceled, for example, I don't think there's any validity in that. And I think that if that happened to you, I would do something about it. And just so that people know, by the way, this is only for the UK Eras tour. I know that there's a lot of like misinformation on Twitter, people freaking out that they have like tickets to Paris and tickets to London, and like doesn't matter that it's on the same billing address. No, it doesn't matter if it's a different country. It's just within the UK.
Yeah.
So
it's hard because there was there's people have been going back and forth with the live chat and stuff, and they've kind of been misinformed, the people that are like doing live chat, but I think they're trying to all come together and collectively make sure to be saying the right thing now. But some of them were saying
it's like the damage has already been done if you've been telling people the wrong stuff.
Well, people were saying it was like 4 per household and not like, which would like kind of be billing address, which is understandable because like that's kind of what the rule was, but the way they were phrasing it, it was like so weird. And then they were saying it wasn't anything to do with account, and then they were saying it was to do with your how many you've got on your account, and it's just like so strange. But they have kind of confirmed that the address is fine, and they said it was per code, but at the same time, that links to like the same account. So as long as you've not got four more, you can't even buy more than four on a code unless it's maybe broken. But that's kind of what's happening. So they said the last ticket you bought that reaches over the four will be the one that should be cancelled or refunded. But if there is anybody that's had a ticket cancelled that hasn't broken any of the rules, definitely contact them first to complain. Make it clear like why you want to complain, and your reasons and stuff. And then there's a tweet here from Swiftly Camilla saying if you can't get anywhere with them, you can raise a claim with the Society of Ticket Agents and Retailers, but only if you've tried to contact the AXS first, because that's obviously like it's against their policy, like it's against the rules or something. So hopefully that would be a way to get your tickets back. But I honestly don't know. The resale and stuff comes out on the 1st of August. They said the prices are capped, so I actually have no idea what they're capped to. But I'm praying it's not a lot. So if there is anybody that has to go through this and that they're able to get tickets again when the tickets.
Again, like if you like, no matter what, whether you're in the UK or Europe or Latin America or Australia, I don't know when the Australian resale platform is opening. I believe it's September. Is what I've heard for that one. I know Singapore doesn't have good a decent resale platform that I know of, and I'm not sure if there's anything on Twitter for it at the moment. If you're looking for any of the other UK, the remaining US states, the LA ones, the best place is Eras Tour Resale. There's a few other accounts that are also really helpful to match people with tickets. If you're looking for Latin America, again, I think the resale rules there are very not great. So I'm not actually sure about that if you're looking for Latin America. But if you have any specific questions, I can help you find information for sure for any country. So join our Discord or tweet us on Twitter, send us a DM on Twitter, and we're happy to help you guys. I want everyone who listens to this podcast to go to the Eras Tour.
Yeah, just be safe when you're buying tickets.
And even when you do go through Twitter accounts and stuff, make sure you're like checking validity of tickets and everything.
I know it's so easy to see a ticket for a show that you really want to go to and just kind of jump on the opportunity, but just be a wee bit more vigilant.
Be careful.
Yeah. Next time we speak to you, there might be a new album. I'm just kidding. That's not going to happen this weekend.
There won't be. We're faking. But yeah, thank you guys for listening. I'm sorry it was a shorter episode this week, but I hope you guys enjoyed it. Yeah, very fun. Yeah,
thanks for listening. Check out all the socials, Music Shack Podcast on TikTok and Instagram, and Music Shack on Twitter. And then all Spotify, Apple Podcasts, everything. Go check out the podcast on there. And if you are listening and you want a video version, come to YouTube, which is at Music Shack Podcast. But yeah.
Yay!
Hope you have an amazing weekend and weekend. And we'll see you next time.
Goodbye.
Bye.